James, how you doing, mate?
All good, mate. All good. Just watch that. So
Yeah, it is. It is what it is, mate. Yep, Liverpool won, West Ham United nil, but not quite went the way I think a lot of fans thought, mate. Really. So I think, yeah, we were well organised, weren't we? In a lot of ways, quite competitive.
mm.
But it was the final third, wasn't it, mate? Leaves sometimes a
it,
lot to be desired. A bit not quite there at the end, wasn't it? The final third, the finishing. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know where to start really because we played really well today, but we're all gutted and we all end up with nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? I thought, I think Liverpool in the first half were very good. I think Liverpool were up for it and they got the goal really. Like the goal comes from nothing, really, doesn't it? Like it's poor from like Dawson and Fab, really, but I thought we was all right today. I really did. Like we had three golden chances, which we'll probably get onto, but as a performance, that from the Southampton game's night and day, in my opinion, massively.
Yeah, I think we were well organised and we certainly won the game at London Stadium, didn't we, earlier on in the season. Liverpool, probably the most formed team up there with City in the league, and I think they won their last 10, 11, 12 games, something like that. Huge squad. So, yeah, we were worried, weren't we? Whether, yeah, how many goals it's going to be the other way. But we lost Rice before kickoff, which again was another blow to everyone. But I think we were competitive. We were in there. They nearly scored after a couple of minutes. Good save by Fabianski. I think Krezi went to sleep, didn't he, after a few minutes against Salah. And
Mm.
then, yeah, their goal, I think, again, was it a bit of Fabianski should have come out a bit quicker? Was it Dawson and him not quite sure who's going to get there first, and none of them did?
Yeah,
Yeah, a bit odd, wasn't it?
it's 50-50, isn't it, on that? It's 50-50 on that, like, for the goal, I must admit. You can look at it and say it's Dawson. He should be reading the player, and then Fab should be reading the situation also. So, yeah, but then obviously we're probably going to get to it. The Pablo Fornals chance, which is massive.
Oh, mate. I saw it and over again, and I can't quite believe what he's doing. He's clean through. And he's just melted again like he has done on a good few occasions, isn't he, mate? And just scooped it half-heartedly over the goalkeeper. It's never going to roll in, was it? Not, it didn't have enough power.
No,
Yeah.
it was for me, Jazz. It was basically a effort to say, well, I think he thought he was offside. That's the way it seemed like to me. There was no, like, he wasn't clinical or nothing. It was just like a half-hearted attempt, so to speak. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but Pablo Fornals works hard. He gives you work rate. He gets stuck in, but he has got no end product whatsoever. Like he's and if that is a let's have a think of a player. Like if that's someone else who's like a proper attacking midfielder, that's in the back of the net. If that's James Madison, that's in the back of the net. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just it's and that's a major chance. Like we've had three major chances today, and we've ended up not scoring a goal today, which is quite unbelievable, really.
There's our Rangers guy, watches it, Red Baron. Yeah, I know, mate. We do like a good moan, but I think when you looked at the stats at half time, James, they said that we were up there as the leading club who's put so many. I think there's 10 shots and 5 on target.
Mm.
For me, mate, I never get off my seat. I don't expect us to score set pieces. We certainly do, but when we're clean through, mate, especially perhaps Bowen or one or two, I don't really think we're going to score them. And most of the
Mm.
time we don't. It is what it is. But before we go into the second half, mate, Antonio put in a reasonable shift, didn't he? First half.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I just said it on my channel, and I
yeah,
just basically turned around and said, I've got to praise him when he does well, and you've
yeah.
got to criticise him when he don't. And today I thought he was up for it from minute one. He got stuck in. He pushed their defense. They're both their centre arms back. He had shots. Some of them were on target. Some of them were off. He was good today, Antonio. Very good. But that Mikel Antonio is few and far between. Like one day we get him like that when he's on absolute beast mode, and then another time we get Antonio just goes missing, and there's just it's very inconsistent. But he was good.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, he had a couple of shots, tested the goalkeeper a couple of times. I think Alisson, he doesn't like playing West Ham. We do put him under pressure sometimes, and he doesn't like it. Prone to the odd mistake. Formation-wise, was it 4-5-1, 3-5-2? What was it? I don't know.
It was like a 4-5-1 out of possession.
Yeah.
And it was like, and then what it is, Fornals was like the central midfielder of the five. He would support Antonio, and it'll go to a 4-4-2 sort type system.
Yeah. Lanzini chance, mate. 70 minutes. Oh my God.
Well, Bowen had a chance, didn't he, before he got injured, which is a major blow. Like him getting injured, and then he misses the chance is one thing, but him getting injured and going off is a massive blow to us. But the Lanzini chance, Jazz, I don't know. I can't believe he missed it. That's the first thing. The second thing is that if that's another player, naming no names, and he misses that chance, the whole fan base are going into one. Like, do you know what I mean? Which it was a very, very bad miss from Lanzini. There's no two ways about it. And he should listen. If he don't score it, he should at least hit the target. If he hits the target, he scores, doesn't he? Really? So gutted for him to miss that chance. Really, I really was.
Oh, I don't know, mate. He had all the time. He just froze, didn't he, mate? And I think he probably, I think he turned Arnold inside out, and goalkeeper was out the way. Just had to reasonably get it on target, and that's three really, really good chances have gone begging. Salah again wasn't quite at it. I think we did okay with him. He just was weak shots outside the area. Yeah, I mean, he went off. I mean, Diaz looked good for them, didn't he? He settled in quite quickly. 8th game, I think, and he had a couple of good shots, good pace. Antonio, I think 79th minute, he had a reasonably good chance as well. We just, I suppose we deserved a draw. I think, mate, just about.
We deserve to score at least one goal today. If we score one goal today, then so be it. But to not score no goal today, I think is a bit of a crime, really. Like, considering we've had 3 gilt-edged chances to see them off. What else more can I say? I'm proud of the boys, but you can say they put an effort in, but at the end of the day, we lost the game. That's the only thing I can say. Like, we've lost the game, and that's the difference between a top 4 or top 3 side and a team who's in the top 10. Like, because we've had 3 great chances today, Jazz, and we've ended up not putting one of them away.
I think when you look at the table, mate, we're Arsenal 4 games in hand now, same points.
Yeah.
And then every game we don't win, Spurs, 3 games in hand, 3 points behind. Funny comments coming from David Moyes. I mean, after the Southampton game, he did look angry, frustrated, had a go at the defence and up front and those kind of things. And then yesterday, I think he's saying things like, I think hinting towards what I thought a little bit, saying that I don't think the money was there in January in terms of being spent. I think they just were trying to get a few things done on the cheap. A few unrealistic bids were thrown at the end to get the headlines. And what he was hinting at, I think, I could be wrong, was he needs to rejig the team to move forward because they are slipping a little bit behind the targets we've set ourselves last 2 years, and we might need to sell someone to kind of get things going again, like Harry used to. Sell 1 good player, bring 3 in. I don't know, mate, but
we shouldn't have to do that, though, should we? Though, Jez, we're in Europe. We're in Europe. We finished 6th last season. We're doing well this season, but we're like, to me, whatever happens now, moving on, is basically we will know where we're going to end up this season. Now, if the season declines and it goes down. And let's be honest, the Bowen injury is a major concern. But someone said it on my stream that I just done about 20 minutes ago that he's played 76 games in a row. Oh, he's been involved in 76 games. Like, he's been involved in every game for West Ham, basically.
Oh, mate, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
So when you're asking a player to go and do that all the time, he's going to get an injury at some point, and there you go. That's what we've got.
Yeah, relaxing, Woody. We don't know any news, mate. It's a foot injury. His foot collided with one of the other players' foot, and I think a stretcher should have been bought off. He struggled, took him ages to get off the pitch. I think a stretcher should have come on. The worst thing that can happen for us is perhaps they're going to go for an X-ray, a damaged bone, or hopefully just a.
Hopefully it's bruising. Hopefully it's severe bruising, or it's a sprain. If it's a proper twisted ankle, then he's out for between 3 and 5 weeks. No problem. Like it's game over then. Yeah. If it's a bruising, then it might be out for about 2 or 10 days. So let's hope it's a bit of bruising or something.
Yeah, I mean, Rice was out through illness. I think Noble came on for his final game at Anfield. Yes,
I thought he was excellent, Jazz.
Yeah,
Jazz. I've got to say this. Listen, Mark Noble gets a lot of stick. Yeah, and he has got a lot of stick from like people, and I understand it because he's done his time at West Ham. But I thought he was excellent today when he came on. Passed the ball, composure. He moved the ball about. He never gave the ball away, really. Like from what I remember, and what we need another Mark Noble. That's what we need. But we need to find another Mark Noble somewhere. Now, if that's Connor Coventry, then so be it. But I've got to admit, Mark done well when he came on. He really did.
Yeah, so we got Sevilla on Thursday. Villa, who won 4-0 today. We just seem to be playing teams who are right kind of on it at the moment. And it's going to, it's still got place at sort of City yet, and 1 or 2 other hard teams. Arsenal got to come to our stadium yet. It could change quickly, couldn't it? If we go out to Sevilla and carry on drawing rather than winning games, and then we could find ourselves in 7th, couldn't we? And out of all the cups, and
I think the first leg, Jazz, of the Seville game will decide where we're going. If West Ham go to Seville and don't lose the game, then it's still all eyes on Europa League. Now, just don't go there and lose on Thursday night. That's all I say. If we go there and lose, even if we lose, say we lost 1-0 or 2-0, they're an hard nut to crack. Right? We need to basically not lose the game over there and win it at the LS. The problem is we are running out of bodies, and we are seeing the same thing as what we see last season when we started getting injuries to Cresswell last season, Declan last season, even a Bonner to a point got injured last season. And it's coming back around again. And I don't listen, Moyes has done great things at West Ham to a point. He has. But then there comes a time where you've just let yourself down because you've just gone, you know what? You being stubborn is affecting the team now moving forward. And fair enough, people can say, how was he supposed to know that Bowen was going to get injured? Well, the geezer's just played 76 games in a row for West Ham, from what I've heard. Yeah. Or he's been involved in League Cup games, Europa League games, FA Cup. Every single game West Ham plays, Bowen is involved from the start, all the time. So he must have known that eventually there's going to be some sort of tweak or some sort of injury that might stop him. Because he just can't do it. But yeah, it all goes back to that winter window, mate, that we discussed many times. And for us not getting no one is really a crime.
It is, and we're going to get a few more quotes from David Moyes of frustrating, but I mean, it lies with him, doesn't it, in terms of things on the pitch and signings and that kind of thing. He's going to get the flack that the chairman's not going to be interviewed and on the board or things like that. So, it is what it is. It's a good effort, but didn't quite get perhaps a draw that we cheekily deserved, I think. On to Villa, mate. Coutinho's firing. He's their Lingard, isn't he? Of last season for them. Newcastle doing well as well. Again, they're going to compete with us next season, both Villa and Newcastle. And we all laugh at Spurs, but they've got 3 games in hand, 3 points behind. Arsenal are the ones to watch tomorrow. Again, every time I look at Arsenal's fixtures, they're reasonably easy. They've got Watford, I think, tomorrow. It is, we're all nervous. Let's see what Bowen's.
I think we can get in the top 6, Jazz. Top 4's gone for me. Top 4's long gone, right? Can we get in the top 6? I think we can, but we need a lot of luck, and we need to hopefully have no injuries. We need a lot of games to go our way. Like you say, Tottenham have got games in hand. Arsenal have got games in hand. Manchester United are Manchester United, so that they will always come strong. Obviously, Wolves losing today has done us a favour, but if we don't, then it all goes back to that window, mate. And we all go back to going, well, if you'd have got brought in just 2 players, that could have just changed our season. You know what I mean? From being a good season
mate,
to a great season.
Yeah, just finish off. What do you think of Vlasic and Benrahma coming on? Those 2 players look a bit not happy with themselves, aren't they? I think, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I'll start off with Benrahma. As you know, I like Benrahma. I think Benrahma's a good player. I think he needs to step up a little bit, but I do think the criticism from the fan base is borderline scandalous. I think he does one thing wrong, and the whole fan base hates him. And it is hate. There's no two ways about it, Jazz. It's hate, right? Now, if Benrahma would have missed the chance tonight that Fornells had or Anzini had, he would have been hung from the nearest lamppost in Stratford. And that is no joke. So now Bowen is out, Benrahma has to step up now. There's no two ways about it. And I believe Benrahma will step up. He will silence the hate and he will perform for West Ham United because he's a very, very good player. Right? He just doesn't get the love from David Moyes. And that's my opinion on Benrahma. Moving on to Vlasic, I'm not convinced, mate. Listen, he played tonight. He played for 60 minutes tonight and he gets subbed for Mark Noble. Now, I'm not being rude or nothing, but he didn't do a lot in 60 minutes. And people say, well, he's up against, who was he up against? Robinson, I think it was. And yeah, but this is Vlasic. He has come from a Champions League club. He's our most expensive summer signing. He hasn't done anything to go, wow, amazing. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not convinced on Vlasic. I haven't been from the moment he arrived.
Yeah.
And if, yet again, I'll say it again, if Bowen is out, he has to step up now, Vlasic and all. Like, and I think this will prove one thing, Jazz. Yeah, if Bowen is out, we will see if Vlasic is made of it because he will play games then. And then the fan base can't keep saying, well, he hasn't played no games because he will play games now. So it remains to be seen on Vlasic for me.
Yeah, you're kind of man of the match, mate.
I think Antonio was good. Was good. I think apart from the Fabianski mistake, I think Fabianski done some good saves and done all right. Zuma was solid. It's an R one, really. I can't really. I'll give it to Antonio.
Yeah,
I think Antonio.
That's what Mitch was saying earlier on.
Yeah. I'll give it to Antonio. I thought Antonio was good tonight, and I'll give him quite a lot of stick on each on his own. So yeah, I will make sure he's the man of the match for me.
I thought our set pieces, corners were dreadful, mate. Really bad. Cressy and then Fornells tried, and Cressy again. Just can't beat the first man. What the hell's all that about?
Yeah, I think when you're relying on certain set pieces to score goals, good teams like Liverpool will figure that out. They will figure out the situation. Do you know what I mean? And just one of them. Yeah,
just not enough whip in the delivery just to beat the first man. Also very weak, very low, easily headed away. It is. Anyway, thank you for your time. I'm going to be back in a few minutes with some of the other naughty boys. But you take care and thanks for joining in, mate.
Take care.
Take care. We'll catch up soon, mate.